Hey guys, what's going on? So I haven't done a video on Virgin Galactic over the last week, but it has really been an insane week for Virgin Galactic and the broader market. We've seen some pretty crazy sell-off, so I want to talk about that, but really we're going to be focusing on four things during this video. The four things that I want to cover is SEC filings. We're seeing a bunch of insider trading recently. So I'm going to dive into that and show you guys what's going on. And then we're going to look at the chart and how it's been trading over this past week. And then short interest. So short interest has been going off the wall in this stock. Really interesting. So we're going to try to analyze and figure out what's going on with that. So make sure you stay tuned till the end. There's lots of good stuff we're going to be covering in this video. And if you don't mind dropping an early thumbs up on the video, it really helps with the channel. And feel free to subscribe if you want to see more Virgin Galactic related content. I try to cover them as much as I can, at least every week, and any kind of news updates or SEC filing updates, you can be sure that I will be covering all of those. Okay, so first thing is first, if we go to Virgin Galactic's website, go to Investor Relations, Filings and Forms, we can see the SEC filings that they are updating. Just recently in October, we had our first SEC filing since August. So it's been a while since they've done anything here. And all three of those updates is statement of changes in beneficial ownership. So insiders are either selling or buying when you see these kind of updates. So we're gonna go into all three of these and see what kind of activity we can find. Okay, so in this Form 4, there's actually not a lot to talk about. It's just stock-based compensation of what's going on. The insider's name is right here, Campagna Jonathan Joseph. So he's the CFO and treasurer of Virgin Galactic. So we can see here on the 25th of October, he acquired 152,000 shares. Now he acquired this through stock-based compensation. And then just beneath this, it says that the code is F and the amount is 8,022 shares. Now to explain what this means, we can go down here, explanation of responses. This is basically saying that he was awarded the 152,000 shares. And then in line 2, where it says 8,022 shares, it explains that this is regarding tax withholding obligations. So he basically needs to dispose of these shares regarding tax purposes. So nothing too interesting. This is just through stock-based compensation stuff. Now the next Form 4, this guy is Moses Patrick, and he's the president of Virgin Galactic. This is also stock-based compensation. He was rewarded 229,000 shares with an expiration date in 2030, so a very long time from now. And this guy did the same thing. He was rewarded these shares and then disposed around 10,000 shares, and this is also probably for tax purposes, or maybe just trimming his share count because he's got to make money somehow from this. So nothing too alarming here either, but I do want to talk about this in more detail after. And then the final Form 4 is Palermo Liberato, and he's an officer within Virgin Galactic as well. And same thing as the other guys, he was rewarded about 229,000 shares, and then immediately after he disposed of about 12,000. And this again is for tax withholding purposes or obligations. So there's nothing too alarming within this insider trading activity. They were just awarded these shares through stock-based compensation, and then they also disposed of a small amount of them for tax withholding purposes. So this is neither bullish or bearish for the company. The only thing that I don't love about Virgin Galactic, they do compensate their employees quite heavily with stock-based compensation. And it's the same thing with Michael Kohlgleiser. He has massive stock-based compensation if the company performs well. And that can be good or bad. They're very incentivized to make sure the company performs well. But on the flip side, they're being really heavily rewarded. So yeah, it's really neither bullish or bearish in my mind. But it's something just to keep an eye on. Maybe in the future, we'll actually see some real insider selling or buying. And if we do see something like that, I'll definitely make sure to report it to you guys. Okay, so I just want to quickly go through the chart with Virgin Galactic. It's been extremely rocky lately, and I hope most of you guys aren't panicking selling out of the stock right now. So let's just go through and see what's been going on. If we look at the 3-month chart, we were trading down for quite a while until the beginning of October. And then we saw a huge surge from about $16 a share, peaking out at $23 a share. But just 9 days ago now, we went from $23 a share and we plummeted all the way down to 17. And then just in the last day, we've rebounded to about 18. So we're up 4% just on the daily right now. Now really there's not a lot to say about this trade-off. This wasn't really anything to do with Virgin Galactic as a company. This was just caused by an overall market sell-off the last few days. And unfortunately for high growth spec stocks, they're always the hardest hit in sell-offs, but then they also bounce back the hardest. They're just super volatile stocks. So yeah, in short, it's basically just another buying opportunity because nothing negative has happened with Virgin Galactic yet. And if anything, we're just that much closer to potential FAA approval and Richard Branson going to space. So yeah, try not to stress out about this drop. It's really not concerning. Now, I do want to talk about something that could be perceived as very bearish for Virgin Galactic, and that is their short interest. This is really increasing over the last couple weeks here. It's now at 90%. The short percentage of the float is 90%. This is pretty insane. People are really not bullish on Virgin Galactic right now. So why exactly is this? That's something that we got to figure out. Are we missing something as the bulls? Is there something that we're just not seeing what the bears are seeing? And in my opinion, I think that there's actually two reasons as to why people are shorting Virgin Galactic right now. One of the reasons, which is most obvious, they just don't believe in the company. Maybe they think that they're not going to get FAA approved, which is going to cause the stock to go flying down. Now, that could be reasonable. It's not everybody's going to believe space tourism, and that is possible. So I think that is one reason. Now, the second reason, which is not so obvious, is that these people who are shorting Virgin Galactic could just be extremely bearish of the overall market right now. So if these shorts are very bearish on the market and they think that we're going to have a second stock crash, let's say, or maybe the presidential election, the lack of stimulus, a bunch of different things are going on right now. Maybe they think that stocks are just going to perform very poorly in the short term. They could be choosing to short Virgin Galactic because of how volatile it is. Now, so if they're looking to make money shorting, they're going to find a stock that's highly speculative to short. And some of these people who are shorting Virgin Galactic could be shorting it just for that reason. I really think right now there's a huge amount of fear in the market, and there's really just not a lot of confidence amongst investors buying stocks right now. So it doesn't really surprise me to see how heavily Virgin Galactic is being shorted. If we just look at the VIX, this is the volatility index. The higher the number, the more volatile the market is and the more fear that's in the market right now. We can see on October 23rd, it was at 27, and then it skyrocketed to 40. So there's a lot of fear in the market right now, and so people are extremely bearish and looking to short stocks. So this is probably why we're seeing this kind of short interest right now. However, these bears could be extremely incorrect, which could cause this stock to double any day. They're really playing with fire in my opinion, because just on October 22nd initiated the window where Virgin Galactic is gonna do its test flights and potentially become FAA approved. Now, if that comes true and Virgin Galactic announces any day that they are FAA approved, that is going to squeeze the shorts out and the stock is going to rise substantially. With news as big as FAA approval and the amount of shorts, I could see the stock doubling on something like that. But of course, on the flip side, if they announce that they didn't get FAA approved and it's going to be delayed a few more months, the stock could lose half its value. So it's really a gamble to be short in the stock right now, but it's not a gamble if you're just in Virgin Galactic for the long term. Because yes, there could be short-term volatility where the stock drops, but as long as they potentially can get FAA approved in the future and start space tourism, then the stock will rebound. You just gotta hold through those volatile times and don't sell out and lose money. So yeah, that's my update on Virgin Galactic. There's a lot of volatility in the market, and you can be sure that Virgin Galactic is gonna be swinging up and down a lot over this next month. So don't panic, it's very normal with a stock like this. As long as the fundamentals don't change and they're still pushing towards FAA approval and space tourism, I would just ignore all the noise and the volatility within the stock right now. You don't want to push out on the potential of a huge short squeeze that could happen anytime. So anyways, that's my update on Virgin Galactic. If you guys appreciated the video, please drop a thumbs up. It helps to grow the channel and bring more awareness to Virgin Galactic. And feel free to subscribe to see more updates on Virgin Galactic. And thanks for watching till the end. I'll see you guys in the next video.